The Women in Islam series is very special, not only to me, but I'm sure to a lot of you. I don't think that we have enough spaces that look at how amazing women are in our region, in the Muslim world, historically, till today. And this is an opportunity really for us to shatter these stereotypes, to redefine what Muslim women look like, what our contributions are to the world, and how we have progressed and advanced.
Can you blame him? Look at what you're wearing. So this idea for me that was planted in our heads in this region, wherever we go, it's always us to blame when something like this happens. And from my own experience, like one time I was in the street and a guy harassed me, and the first thing, my mom, I love her so much, so if you're watching, I love you. She's the most person who loves me in the world, you know? The first thing she asked me, what were you wearing? Because that's what we're used to. Because it's always about us. And that's what I wanted to show here. It's not. And it's not about what we are wearing. It's about this person who clearly is a harasser and someone who is violating the space of a woman, thinking it's okay. Speak up and talk about their own experiences about sexual harassment, even women who wear head covers. Or there is no excuse, because it's not about what you're wearing, as we said. So
I say I'm from a rural town in my bio in America because it really speaks to how I have been exposed to the intimacy of Islamophobia. It's not just something distant I see in the media. It's people who are my friends and family who have these beliefs and don't realize that they have these biases. So it's painful from that front. And also me singing to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is like a trending sound. So I try to find relatable ways to have these conversations. And in the first line, they could never make me hate you. Thank you, Nicki Minaj, wherever you are. Islam means peace, and there's a fear that exists in the West that it is a violent religion, and that's, it's forced, and it's not like that. So I just try to clarify the basics of Islam when people come and approach me, because it is hurtful from that side. And then on the second clip, I'm discussing how, one of the most frequent questions I get asked is if I converted from my husband. Talk about these things. I also just talk about my daily life. It is a very direct platform. I show my personality. I open up about my life because I want people to be able to connect with me, and I also connect with the people in my comments, and we have really, really good conversations. So I'm really grateful for TikTok, as well as research work that I've done that kind of takes the academic perspective of what happens when we're taking local cultures or any type of culture and mixing it with something else. Identity becomes a lot more fluid, and the way we think becomes more fluid, and it's something that we should learn how to find a respectful intermedium for. Negative comments that I'm not their idea of a Muslim, and it's it's not acceptable for them. So it can be hard, and it's also difficult, and I'd be interested for you in your work if you have ever received comments that are criticizing it, and how you go about understanding if it's a genuinely good critique to consider or it's someone projecting their hate on you. And this is something I'm constantly going through in the comments section, because on social media you see things so instantly. And as we're talking about how all of this impacts the media landscape, it is so instant and it is so intense, and it can be so anonymous. So it can be very direct. And it's definitely, at least for me, been challenging sorting through who has a genuine critique or a genuine question versus somebody who's actually projecting hate in some way.